Hey Taurus, I need to be real with you right from the start. This reading, what I am picking up on today, it is not one of those light and fluffy sessions where we talk about manifesting abundance or finding your soulmate. This is something much heavier, much more intense. The energy coming through these cards is about karma, about consequences, about someone who is absolutely spiraling right now because of what they did to you. And I want to be clear, this might not resonate with everyone watching. If you are in a peaceful place right now, if you have moved on completely and you do not have anyone in your past who treated you badly, then maybe this is not your reading. But if there is someone, and you know who I am talking about, someone who hurt you, betrayed you, played games with your heart, then you need to hear this, because the universe is settling accounts. And what I am seeing in these cards is absolutely intense. I shuffled my deck this morning thinking about Taurus energy, and I could feel this heaviness, this weight. It was like the cards themselves were eager to tell this story. So I laid them out, and Taurus, what came through was this narrative of someone who is completely undone. We are talking about a person who is watching their world crumble, who cannot sleep at night, who is lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying every single thing they did to you. The energy is thick with regret, with panic, with this desperate realization that they messed up something they can never get back. Now, before I dive into the cards, I want you to understand something. This is not about being vindictive. This is not about celebrating someone else's pain, but it is about recognizing that the universe has a way of balancing things out. You did not ask for this karma to come back to them. You probably spent months, maybe even years, trying to heal from what they put you through. You probably blamed yourself, questioned your worth, wondered what you could have done differently. And now, the tables have turned in a way that even I was surprised to see in these cards. The first card I pulled, and this just set the tone for everything, is the Eight of Wands. Now, normally, the Eight of Wands is about swift movement, about things happening quickly, about messages and communication flying in. But in this context, Taurus, in this reading, it is showing me that whatever karma was building up for this person, whatever consequences were coming their way, they are hitting fast. Like, this is not a slow burn situation. This is not gradual realization. This is sudden, shocking, and they did not see it coming. The Eight of Wands is telling me that the universe has released these arrows of truth, these swift strikes of justice, and they are all landing at once. Think about it like this. You know how sometimes you do something and you think you got away with it? You think enough time has passed, you think nobody will ever find out, you think you are safe. That is where this person was. They thought they were in the clear. They thought they had moved on. Maybe they even convinced themselves that what they did to you was not that bad, that you probably forgot about it, that life just goes on. And then bam. The Eight of Wands comes through, and suddenly everything they thought was buried is coming to the surface. Everything they thought they escaped is catching up to them. And the speed of it, Taurus, that is what is making this so devastating for them. They do not have time to prepare, to make excuses, to build up their defenses. It is all happening so fast that they are completely overwhelmed. What I am seeing specifically with this card is that their current situation, whatever they built after you, whatever they moved onto, it is falling apart rapidly. Maybe they got into a new relationship, thinking it would be better, thinking they upgraded, thinking they finally found what they were looking for. And now that relationship is showing cracks. Or maybe they made certain choices in their life, career moves, friendships, and now those choices are backfiring. The Eight of Wands is showing me that multiple areas of their life are being hit at once. It is not just one thing going wrong. It is like dominoes falling one after another, and they cannot stop it. They are running around trying to fix one problem and three more pop up. The energy is absolutely chaotic for them right now. And here is what makes this even more significant. The Eight of Wands is an air card in the suit of fire, so it carries this intellectual realization along with the rapid movement. This person knows why this is happening. Deep down, they know this is connected to how they treated you. They might not admit it out loud, they might try to rationalize it or blame bad luck, but in those quiet moments, in those sleepless nights, they know. And that knowing, that awareness that they brought this on themselves, that is eating them alive. The next card I pulled, and this one gave me actual chills when it came out, is Strength. Now you might be thinking, wait, Strength is a positive card, right? It is about courage and resilience. And you would be right, but here is the thing, Taurus. This card is not about them having strength. This card is about them losing it. This card is showing me that whatever inner strength they thought they had, whatever confidence or swagger or self-assuredness they carried, it is gone. The Strength card in reverse energy here, even though it came out upright, is showing me someone who has been completely broken down. Their composure is shattered. Their ability to handle pressure is non-existent. They are falling apart in ways that even people around them are starting to notice. Let me paint you a picture of what I am seeing with this Strength card. You know how this card traditionally shows a woman gently closing the mouth of a lion? It is about taming your inner beast, about having control over your raw emotions and impulses. Well, for this person, that lion is loose. Their emotions are all over the place. They are lashing out 1 minute, breaking down, crying the next. They cannot control their reactions. They cannot maintain that mask they used to wear. That cool and collected persona they showed the world, everyone around them is seeing them unravel. And it is honestly uncomfortable to watch. The Strength card is also telling me about their physical state. This is someone who is not taking care of themselves right now. They are not eating properly, not sleeping, not maintaining their usual routines. The stress is manifesting physically. They might be getting sick more often, feeling constantly exhausted, looking worn down. People who know them are probably asking if they are okay, because the change is that visible. And every time someone asks, it just reminds them of how far they have fallen, how much they have lost, and a big part of that loss is you. What really gets me about this Strength card in this position is that it is showing me their inner dialogue. This person is at war with themselves. They are constantly replaying the past, questioning every decision they made, beating themselves up mentally. That inner strength that helps us move forward, that helps us forgive ourselves and grow from our mistakes, they do not have access to that right now. Instead, they are trapped in this cycle of self-recrimination and regret. They keep thinking about what they had with you, what they destroyed, what they will never get back. And that knowledge is absolutely crushing them. The third card, and this is where the reading gets even more intense, is the Five of Swords. Taurus, this card is literally about defeat, about losing a battle, about realizing you played a game you could not win. And that is exactly what is happening here. This person thought they were so clever. They thought they were playing chess while you were playing checkers. They thought they could manipulate the situation, control the narrative, come out on top. They thought hurting you, betraying you, walking away from you was a power move. And now the Five of Swords is showing me that they lost. They lost spectacularly. They are standing there, holding their swords, looking around at the battlefield, and realizing that what they won was absolutely nothing compared to what they gave up. The Five of Swords is one of the most brutal cards in the deck because it is about hollow victory. It is about getting what you thought you wanted and then realizing it means nothing. This person might have gotten their freedom, or that other person they thought was better, or whatever it was they chose over you. And now they are looking at it and seeing how empty it all is. They won the battle, but they lost the war. And the worst part, the part that is really destroying them, is that they did this to themselves. Nobody forced them to make these choices. Nobody made them treat you the way they did. This was all their own doing, and now they have to live with the consequences. What I am picking up specifically with the Five of Swords is that this person is dealing with a lot of conflict in their current life. Maybe they are arguing with people around them constantly. Maybe their new relationship, if they have one, is full of fights and tension. Maybe they are having issues at work, battles they keep losing. The Five of Swords is showing me that everywhere they turn, they are facing defeat. And each defeat reminds them of the biggest loss of all, which is losing you. They are comparing everything to what they had with you, and nothing measures up. Nothing. The energy of the Five of Swords is also about isolation. See those figures in the background of the card walking away? That is what is happening to this person. People are distancing themselves from them. Friends are pulling back. Family members are getting tired of their drama. They are becoming increasingly alone. And that loneliness is forcing them to confront what they did. When you are surrounded by people and distractions, you can avoid your demons. But when you are alone, when it is just you and your thoughts, that is when the truth becomes inescapable. And for this person, that truth is that they destroyed the best thing they ever had. Now, the fourth card I pulled is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is such an interesting card in this context. The Knight of Pentacles is typically about slow, steady progress, about being reliable and methodical. But here, Taurus, this card is showing me what they lost in you. Because you, as a Taurus, you embody so much of this Knight of Pentacles energy. You are loyal, you are steady, you are the person who shows up, who builds things slowly and carefully, who can be counted on. And this person, they took all of that for granted. They did not appreciate that they had someone who was genuinely invested in building something real with them. The Knight of Pentacles is making me think about all the practical ways you showed up for this person. Maybe you helped them financially. Maybe you supported their goals and dreams. Maybe you were the stable force in their chaotic life. Maybe you were the one who remembered the little things, who took care of the details, who made sure everything ran smoothly. The Knight of Pentacles is not flashy. It is not dramatic. It is just solid. And now that they do not have that anymore, now that they do not have your solid, dependable presence in their life, they are realizing how much they depended on it. What is coming through really strongly with this Knight of Pentacles is that their life is a mess now without you. All those things you used to handle, all those ways you used to support them, all of that is gone, and they are struggling. They are realizing that what they thought was boring or mundane or not exciting enough was actually the foundation that held everything together. They are seeing now that stability is not boring, it is valuable. Loyalty is not weakness, it is rare. Dependability is not something to take for granted, it is something to treasure. The Knight of Pentacles is also telling me about their attempts to replace you. This is someone who maybe thought they could just find another partner, another relationship, and it would all be fine. But what they are discovering is that what you brought to their life, that Taurus energy, that grounded, genuine, committed presence, you cannot just replace. That they are meeting people who look good on the surface, but who do not have any depth. They are encountering relationships that are all excitement and no substance. And every single one of these experiences is showing them what they lost. Every new person they meet is being compared to you, and nobody is measuring up. That comparison is absolutely torturing them. The fifth card in this spread is the Five of Pentacles. And Taurus, when this card came out, I actually had to take a breath because the energy is so heavy. The Five of Pentacles is about hardship, about being left out in the cold, about feeling like you have nothing. And that is exactly where this person is right now. They are in their Five of Pentacles moment, experiencing loss and lack in ways that are making them desperate. This could be financial struggles, emotional poverty, spiritual emptiness, or all of the above. What I am seeing is someone who is genuinely suffering right now, and that suffering is directly connected to their karma for how they treated you. The Five of Pentacles often shows two figures outside in the snow, walking past a church with lit windows. They are so focused on their misery that they do not even see the help that is available. And that is this person. They are so caught up in their regret and their pain that they cannot see a way forward. They cannot see solutions. They cannot access the resources or support that might actually help them because they are trapped in this mindset of lack and loss. And honestly, a huge part of what they feel they lack is you. Your presence, your love, your support, all of that is the warmth they are missing. They are out in the cold now, and it is bitter. What the Five of Pentacles is showing me specifically is that this person is experiencing consequences in tangible ways. This is not just emotional pain, although that is definitely there. This is real-world impact. Maybe they are having money problems. Maybe they lost a job or a major opportunity. Maybe their living situation is unstable. Maybe their health is declining. The Five of Pentacles shows up when things are getting real, when the karma is not just abstract, but is actually affecting your day-to-day life. And for this person, every single struggle they are going through is laced with the knowledge that things could have been so different if they had just treated you right. I am also picking up with the Five of Pentacles that this person feels abandoned. They feel like they are alone in their struggle, like nobody cares, like they have been cast out. And there is such irony in this, because that is exactly how they made you feel. They abandoned you. They cast you out. They made you feel like you did not matter. And now that same energy is coming back to them tenfold. The universe is showing them exactly what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that coldness, that rejection, that abandonment. This is karma in its most direct form, and it is not gentle. The sixth card I pulled is the Four of Wands, and when this card appeared, I have to tell you, it hit me in a specific way. The Four of Wands is about celebration, about stability, about home and happiness. It is about reaching a milestone and celebrating with the people you love. And in this reading, Taurus, this card is showing me what they destroyed. This card represents the future you two could have had together. This is the home you could have built, the celebrations you could have shared, the stable, happy life that was absolutely possible if they had not screwed it up. The Four of Wands is making me emotional because I can feel how real this potential was. This was not some fantasy or unrealistic dream. You two had something that could have worked. You had the foundation. You had the compatibility. You had the genuine care for each other. The Four of Wands was right there, waiting to be built, waiting to be celebrated, and they walked away from it. They chose chaos over stability. They chose momentary excitement over lasting happiness. They chose their ego over genuine connection. And now the Four of Wands is showing me that they are haunted by visions of what could have been. What I am seeing specifically is that this person keeps imagining alternate timelines. They keep thinking about where they would be right now if they had made different choices. They see couples who are happy and stable, and they think that could have been us. They see people celebrating milestones, moving in together, getting engaged, building lives, and they think we could have had that. The Four of Wands is this constant reminder of the path not taken, the life they rejected, the happiness they turned their back on, and this realization is absolutely eating at them. The Four of Wands also represents community and support, the sense of belonging that comes from being part of something bigger than yourself. And this person, they lost that when they lost you. They lost your family who welcomed them. They lost your friends who became their friends. They lost that sense of home that you created for them. The Four of Wands is showing me that they are untethered now, floating without that anchor, without that sense of belonging. They go through their days feeling like something fundamental is missing, and that something is the home they could have had with you. The seventh card is Justice. And Taurus, this is the Karma card. When justice shows up in a reading like this, it is the universe saying, I see everything, and accounts are being balanced. Justice is not about revenge, it is about consequences. It is about the natural law of cause and effect. It is about truth coming to light. And for this person, justice is showing me that everything they did in the dark is coming into the light. Everything they thought was hidden is being revealed. Every lie they told, every manipulation they attempted, every way they wronged you, it is all being exposed. The Justice card is making me see courtroom energy, but not necessarily a literal court. This is the court of public opinion. This is the court of their own conscience. This is karma's court, where there is no lying, no manipulation, no charm that can get you off the hook. The sword of justice is cutting through all their excuses and defenses, and the scales are measuring their actions against their words. And guess what? They are not balancing. The weight of what they did to you is heavy, and there is no amount of justification that can balance those scales. What I am picking up specifically with justice is that the truth is coming out. Maybe people who only heard their side of the story are now hearing yours. Maybe people who believed their lies are now seeing evidence of the truth. Maybe they themselves are being forced to confront truths they have been denying. Justice is relentless in its pursuit of truth. You cannot hide from it. You cannot run from it. And this person is discovering that the truth they tried so hard to bury is surfacing in ways they cannot control. The Justice card is also about legal or official matters sometimes. And I'm wondering if there is something in that realm for some of you. Maybe there are actual legal consequences for what they did. Maybe there are financial obligations they cannot escape. Maybe there are official records or documents that prove what really happened. Whatever it is, justice is showing me that this is not just spiritual or emotional karma. This might have real, tangible, official consequences that they have to face. But even beyond any external justice, the Justice card is about internal accountability. This person cannot escape their own judgment. They know what they did. They know how they hurt you. They know the lies they told, the promises they broke, the trust they violated. And the Justice card is showing me that this internal knowing, this inability to lie to themselves anymore, is one of the most painful aspects of their karma. They have to live with the knowledge of who they really are, what they are really capable of, and that knowledge is absolutely brutal. The 8th card is the Moon, and this card is showing me the mental and emotional state this person is in right now. The Moon is about confusion, illusion, anxiety, and fear. This is someone who is not sleeping well because their dreams are full of you, full of regret, full of disturbing imagery that their subconscious is throwing at them. The Moon is showing me someone who is scared, genuinely scared, of what is coming, of what they have lost, of what their life has become. The Moon card often represents things hidden in shadow, but here it is showing me that this person's own shadow side is overwhelming them. All the parts of themselves they tried to ignore, all their flaws and fears and insecurities, they are all coming to the surface. They cannot ignore them anymore. They cannot pretend to be someone they are not. The Moon is forcing them to confront the darkest parts of themselves, and what they are seeing is terrifying to them. What I am picking up with the Moon is intense anxiety. This person is worried constantly. They are worried about their future. They are worried about what people think of them. They are worried about being alone. They are worried that they will never find what they had with you again. The Moon is showing me sleepless nights where they are tossing and turning, their mind racing with thoughts of you, with regrets, with fears. They wake up in the middle of the night, and the first thought in their head is about what they lost, about what they did, about how they cannot take it back. The Moon is also about illusion and confusion, and this person is confused about what to do. They do not know if they should try to reach out to you or leave you alone. They do not know if there is any way to fix this or if it is too late. They do not know how to move forward when they are so stuck in the past. The Moon is showing me someone who is lost in a fog of their own making, unable to see clearly, unable to find their way. And that confusion is making everything worse, because they keep making bad decisions, keep hurting themselves further, keep digging themselves deeper into this hole. The 9th card I pulled is the Queen of Swords, and this card is representing you, Taurus. This is showing me how you have handled all of this. The Queen of Swords is about clear thinking, about cutting through nonsense, about speaking truth and protecting yourself with boundaries. After everything this person put you through, you became the Queen of Swords. You stopped accepting excuses. You stopped letting emotion cloud your judgment. You saw the situation for what it really was, and you made the hard but necessary decision to cut them off. The Queen of Swords is showing me that you are not being cruel or vindictive, but you are being clear. You are not engaging with their drama. You are not responding to their attempts to contact you. You are not letting them manipulate you with guilt or sob stories. You have taken your power back, and you are wielding it with the precision of that sword the Queen holds. You are protecting your peace, protecting your heart, and refusing to let them back in to cause more damage. What I am seeing with the Queen of Swords is that this person is absolutely terrified of this version of you. They are used to the softer Taurus energy, the patient, forgiving, giving person you were with them. But now you have transformed into the Queen of Swords, and they do not know how to deal with this. They cannot charm you. They cannot lie to you. They cannot manipulate you. The Queen of Swords sees through everything, and that clarity, that sharpness, is something they cannot penetrate, and it is driving them absolutely crazy. The Queen of Swords also represents communication, but specifically clear, truthful, no-nonsense communication. If you have had any contact with this person recently, or if you will in the future, the Queen of Swords is showing me that you are speaking your truth without apology. You are not sugarcoating anything. You are not protecting their feelings. You are simply stating facts, setting boundaries, and making your position absolutely clear. And for someone who is used to controlling narratives and manipulating emotions, dealing with the Queen of Swords version of you is incredibly challenging for them. The 10th and final card in this reading is the Four of Cups, and this card is showing me where they are right now in this moment. The Four of Cups is about apathy, disillusionment, and withdrawal. This is someone who is sitting in their misery, arms crossed, refusing to see opportunities or help that might be offered. They are so focused on what they lost, so consumed by regret about you, that they cannot engage with their present life in any meaningful way. The Four of Cups traditionally shows a figure sitting under a tree, arms crossed, looking at 3 cups in front of them, while a 4th cup is being offered from a cloud. This person is so fixated on those 3 cups, so focused on the past, on you, on what they had and destroyed, that they cannot even see new opportunities being presented. Maybe someone else is interested in them, but they cannot engage. Maybe there are chances to improve their situation, but they cannot take action. They are stuck in this state of bitter regret. What the Four of Cups is really showing me is emotional withdrawal. This person has shut down. They are not really present in their own life. They are going through the motions, but there is no joy, no enthusiasm, no real engagement. They look like they are here, but mentally and emotionally, they are somewhere else, lost in thoughts of you, drowning in regret. People around them can see it. They can see this person is not really there anymore, not really participating in life, just existing in this gray zone of apathy and disappointment. The Four of Cups is also about the grass is greener syndrome, but in reverse. This person thought the grass was greener somewhere else. They thought they could do better than you, find something more exciting, something that made them happier. And now the Four of Cups is showing me that they are sitting there, looking at what they chose, and realizing it is absolutely not greener. It is dry, it is dead, it is nothing compared to what they had. But it is too late. They made their choice, they walked away, and now all they can do is sit there with their regret, staring at those cups representing their past with you, knowing they cannot get it back. So Taurus, when I look at all 10 of these cards together, the story is absolutely clear. Someone who hurt you, who betrayed you, who thought they could just walk away and be fine, they are absolutely not fine. The Eight of Wands showed us karma hitting fast and hard. Strength showed us them falling apart, losing their composure and control. The Five of Swords showed defeat and hollow victory. The Knight of Pentacles showed what they lost in you, that solid, dependable, genuine presence. The Five of Pentacles showed real hardship and consequences. The Four of Wands showed the future they destroyed. Justice showed karma balancing the scales. The Moon showed their fear and confusion, and sleepless nights, the Queen of Swords, showed you taking your power back with clarity and strength. And the Four of Cups showed them stuck in apathy and regret, unable to move forward. This is someone who is lying in bed, unable to sleep, replaying everything over and over. This is someone who is pulling their hair out, figuratively or maybe even literally, because the weight of what they did is crushing them. They are scared. They are scared of being alone forever. They are scared they will never find what they had with you. They are scared that they ruined their own life. They are scared of the karma that keeps coming. And they should be scared because they created this situation themselves. You did not make this happen, Taurus. You did not wish bad things on them. You simply walked away and let the universe do its work. And the universe is working everything they did to you. Every tear you cried, every sleepless night you had, every moment of pain they caused. It is all coming back to them multiplied. They are experiencing exactly what they put you through, and then some. And the cards are telling me, this is not over yet. This karma is still unfolding. They have more consequences coming. If anyone is watching this and wondering if they should feel guilty about this, if they should reach out and help this person, the cards are giving a very clear answer. Number, the Queen of Swords in you knows that some lessons can only be learned through experience. This person needs to go through this. They need to feel the full weight of their actions. If you swoop in to rescue them, if you let them back in out of sympathy, you would only be interrupting their necessary growth and setting yourself up to be hurt again. The best thing you can do, the most loving thing actually, is to stay in your Queen of Swords energy. Stay clear, stay boundaried, stay protected. What this person is going through is between them and the universe now. Your job is not to save them. Your job is not to make them feel better. Your job is to continue healing yourself. Continue building your own life. Continue being that amazing Taurus who is loyal and strong and deserving of someone who actually appreciates those qualities. The right person will come along who will never take you for granted, who will treasure your steadiness, who will honor your loyalty. But this person who is currently falling apart, they had their chance, and they blew it spectacularly. I want you to hear this clearly, Taurus. You are not responsible for their karma. You are not responsible for their pain. You did not do anything wrong by walking away. You did not do anything wrong by protecting yourself. You did not do anything wrong by becoming the Queen of Swords and cutting through their manipulation. Everything that is happening to them right now is the direct result of their choices, their actions, their treatment of you. This is their lesson to learn, their consequences to face, their growth to achieve or fail to achieve. And here is what I hope you take from this reading. You are powerful. The fact that your absence is causing this much impact, that your withdrawal of your energy is having this effect, that shows how valuable you truly are. You were not just another person in their life. You were the foundation. You were the stability. You were the real thing in a world of superficial connections. And now that you are gone, their whole world is crumbling because it was built on taking you for granted. That is not your problem anymore. That is theirs. Keep being the Queen of Swords. Keep your boundaries strong. Keep your heart protected. Keep moving forward with your life. Let them sit in their Four of Cups energy, drowning in regret. Let them experience their Five of Pentacles hardship. Let them feel the full weight of justice's scales. This is not your concern anymore. You have already given this person enough of your time, your energy, your tears, your heart. You do not owe them anything more. Certainly not your sympathy or your rescue. The universe is handling this situation perfectly. Karma is real and it is working exactly as it should. You do not need to do anything except keep being you, keep growing, keep healing, keep building your beautiful life, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it needs to. This person scared? Good. They should be. Devastated? That is appropriate given what they did. Powerless? That is what happens when you abuse your power over someone's heart, pulling their hair out in regret. That is the natural consequence of destroying something precious. So if you needed confirmation that they are suffering, there it is. If you needed validation that what they did to you was wrong, and the universe sees it, there it is. If you needed reassurance that you made the right choice by walking away, there it is. Trust your Queen of Swords energy, Taurus. You have got this, and they are getting exactly what they deserve.